Who remembers this? Most people of the 80s remember this program and remember how we used to fill in a blank page with one color. Then, use a rubber to clean it. Today's game review before you buy is about a game that somehow brings those feelings back, but in a shape of a car. Today's game is Car Dealer Simulator, and what you need to know before you decide whether to buy it or not. The game puts you in the shoes of a car mechanic and a dealer at the same time. Your job is to take old, sometimes completely dead cars, negotiate the price, fix them, wash them, and turn them into something that looks brand new. You will often be notified about rusty cars in poor conditions, or even piles of spare parts in the junkyard that you can restore with the right tools and some effort. The gameplay loop is simple but satisfying. Buy a car, restore it, repaint it, and then sell it for profit. Sometimes you can buy new parts directly from the shop, or you can save money by repairing old damaged parts with your own machines. Occasionally, you will even hear about abandoned cars that you can tow to your shop for free. After some repairs and polish, they can be sold depending on the car's model, year of manufacture, and distance driven. You can also ask one of your workers to handle some of the restoration, though, of course, that cuts into your profit margin. Now, let me make one thing clear. Just because this game lets you repair cars doesn't mean it's an educational tool. You won't walk away from it ready to open a real-life garage. It's made purely for fun and entertainment. So before we kick off, grab a beer and let's go. I'll start with what I liked about the game. First of all, the game is very simple and easy to learn. You don't have to spend hours studying manuals or long tutorials. The learning curve is smooth, and the short tutorial videos give you just enough information to get started. Another positive is that the developers are adding new cars to the game on a regular basis, which keeps things fresh. The optimization is also surprisingly good. You don't need a monster PC to run it smoothly, which is always a plus. And honestly, the most enjoyable part for me is painting the cars. It's usually the last step before selling, and it feels satisfying to see a rusty old wreck transform into something clean and shiny. One more thing is, it's always been my dream to see behind the wheel of cars that were manufactured in 70s and 80s. Now, what I didn't like, the first thing is the world itself. It feels small and not very interactive. For example, there is a restaurant in the game, but all you can do is buy candies or cigarettes to use during negotiations. It would be great if the world felt more alive and had some things to interact with. Another issue is the washing mechanic. Some cars are basically impossible to wash properly, no matter how much you scrub and cover every inch of the car. The wash bar never fills completely. On the flip side, painting feels too simplified. Once you paint about 70% of a car, the rest automatically gets painted. For me, this kills the most enjoyable part of the game. Unlike real life, you don't need to carefully cover every spot, and I get that, but the current system removes some of the satisfaction from auto finishing the job for you. On the flip side, painting feels too simplified. Once you paint about 70 or 80% of a car, the rest automatically gets painted. For me, this kills the most enjoyable parts of the game. Unlike real life, you don't need to carefully cover every spot, and I get that. but the current system removes some of the satisfaction by auto-finishing the job for you. Now there is a debate point. Some people argue that the game eventually becomes repetitive. And yes, that's true. But honestly, I think this is the nature of all simulation games. Whether you are running a shop, a farm, or a factory, the work will always repeat itself after a while. That's part of the charm. You are simulating a job, and jobs by nature are repetitive. So I don't see this as a disadvantage, just something to be aware of. The final thoughts of this game, my final verdict. If you enjoy simulation games and want to experience the journey of turning junk cars into shiny gems, Car Dealer Simulator is worth a try. It won't teach you to be a mechanic in real life, but it delivers a fun and satisfying loop of buying, fixing, painting, and selling. Just be ready for some repetition, because, like with all sims, that comes with the territory. If you have played the game already, I would love to hear about your experience. What did you like, and what frustrated you? Let me know in the comments. And before I go, a quick reminder. Most of the views on this channel actually come from people who aren't subscribed. So if you enjoy these reviews and other discussions and want to see more about simulation games and other games, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in another video.